Welcome back. In the last topic we discussed about anonymous functions, lambda functions. We understood the structure of it, we saw some examples of it. We also understood the difference between lambda and the regular function. In today's topic we are going to discuss about another popular function in Python called as the map function. Map function applies a particular function on each and every element of the list. As I told you when we discussed about data structures, be it tuples or lists or anything, you have a huge set of data elements that are stored in a particular data structure. Now when you want to apply some kind of a logic on top of each and every element in the list, you use map function. So map function returns a map object which is an iterator of the results after applying the given function to each item of a given iterable. It can be, when I say iterable, it can be list, tuple, etc. The parameters that it accepts are a function and a list. So it returns a modified list. Let's look at the syntax, you will understand this better. The syntax of map function is map within parenthesis you have a function comma iter. What is function? Function is a function which map passes each element of a given iterable to. It can be add, it can be subtract, it can be multiply, it can be booking a train ticket, it can be any kind of a function, a built-in function or an user-defined function. It can be any of the function which you want to apply on each and every item in the list. So that's the function parameter. The second one is the iter. Iter is nothing but it is the iterable which is to be mapped. Okay, this is where the function is going to be applied. Now what does it return? It returns a modified list. That is, it is a list of the results after applying the given function to each and every item of the given iterable. That is, be it list or tuple, you have applied the function on the list, each and every item of the list or the tuple, and then the modified one is given back as the object. That's what map function offers you. Let's check this with an example. So look at this piece of code that you're seeing on the screen. This is a Python program to demonstrate the working of a map where I want to return double of n. Okay, that is, there are n digits. Okay, every number that is there, I want to double it and then return the value of it. So I'm writing a simple line of code, definition, that is, I'm defining the function def and a function name addition. So def addition n. So any number I'm passing in as an input, I'm going to double it. Either I multiply it by 2 or add n to it, n plus n or n into 2. There are two ways of doing it. I'll keep it as n plus n. So returning n plus n. So if I pass 5, it's going to be 5 plus 5. That is 10 coming out as output. If I pass 7, 7 plus 7, 14 coming out as a output. We double all the numbers using the map function here. How? Numbers equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a list, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 numbers, 4 data elements in this list. Now I'm using this map function and I'm storing the output to numbers. So numbers equal to map of addition comma numbers. That is, I want to apply this addition function to every data element in this numbers list. So when I execute this piece of code and when I try to print the list, what will happen? If I print the numbers that are there, that is a result that is coming out where the outcome is stored across. If I print result, as you can see, print list of result, what will be the output? The output will be 2, 4, 6, 8. But notice this thing, numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4 within parenthesis, but the output here is 2, 4, 6, 8 within the squared parenthesis. Do you see a difference here in the syntax? As I told you, map function gives you map object. But here, when I use a print statement, I'm consciously using print list of result. So what is happening here? I'm converting the output to a list. That is, output that I've got as a map object, I am converting it to a list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the addition function has been applied on us, that is doubling has happened here. So 2, 4, 6, 8 is the outcome, which has been mapped, data typecasted as a list and then presented. So 2, 4, 6, 8 coming out as the output. I hope you are able to understand the function here. Now let me move on and explain this with some more examples. We discussed about anonymous functions lambda earlier. Can I bring lambda? Can I use lambda in this context along with map? How will it work? Check this out. Again, the same point, double all the numbers using map and lambda. I am writing a simple piece of code for this. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 I have written. As I told you, when we are using anonymous functions, the code can be written in one line, unlike the regular function. So here you are writing it like result equal to map lambda x colon x plus x comma numbers. That is, every element in this numbers function, I am taking it and then doing x plus x on top of it. That is the expression, or that is the logic that I want to drive on top of each and every element in that list. So when I print the list, what is the output? When I print the result is 2, 4, 6, 8. Just compare the lines of code that we had written earlier and what we have done now. You will understand lambda also in a slightly better way. Because map, you know the functionality now. Map and lambda, how does it work together? You have just seen that. So these are two different ways anyway. Both are giving you the same result. Depending on the situation, you choose whether you want to go for lambda or for a regular function. It's purely your choice. I hope you have understood the map function in this particular topic.